Well, hi there, Jim. Just figured to live for a little bit. I think it actually helps keep me on task if I'm live doing stuff. Less chances of me getting distracted, I guess. Actually, that might be able to fit in a smaller box. Yeah, they can go in the smaller box. That's not a smaller box. How dare you interrupt my late night yard watering? Doug, I interrupted myself to come out and do this. Like I was in the middle of playing Minecraft. I was like, I should probably go get those boxes ready for tomorrow. There's one itty bitty cabin there. What size padded flat rate do you use for the boxes I like? So, Jim, they're actually down here. Here, I'll grab it. So I use the padded flat rate envelopes mixed with the large Uline boxes. I just order these off the USPS website. They're free for the padded envelopes anyway. The boxes aren't free, or I mean, the Uline boxes aren't free. I wish they were. You're welcome, Jim. Yeah, if I can find some time tomorrow to do an unboxing, I will, but we'll see how far I get tonight. Plus, River's been liking watching me play Minecraft, so I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow yet. Actually, yeah, that's less than a pound. That should be fine. Actually, yeah, less than a pound. I should do an inventory check here. See on these envelopes here. Hope everyone had a good Monday so far. I still haven't heard for as far as dates yet for the scheduling for the concrete pad and everything else. So I'm guessing maybe the guy just got back in town or didn't have time after being out of town, which is fine. I'll give me time to. I was busy today, anyways. Come on. There we go. .1 11 ounces. Let's see. Up next we have I'm Zen. I'm Zen's box is next. Here it's already wrapped. One little box. Hi there, Irfan. We are wrapping orders from our live sale this last weekend. Monday is invoice and pack day. You like my videos? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, Saturdays and Sundays we do live sales. And then my wife helps wrap things starting Sunday. And then Monday is like leftover wrap day and then pack day. And then that way I have things ready to ship as early as Tuesday. And that gives me the rest of the week to do kind of whatever before the weekend again. It's 3 ounces. Got 3 ounces for that one. Up next we have James. We should be able to get this into a big box. Oh, James and Red Lady. Well, hi there, Dragon Slayer and Cool Kid. So I do live sales every weekend, and we are wrapping the rock orders to go out tomorrow. So I'll show you here. Plug the phone. So I have a shop here. So you got crystal specimens everywhere, beads, bracelets. This is all the claim boxes, and then way more claim boxes over there from auctions. And a lot of those have to go out. Beads over there. These are stuff that people have already paid for, but are holding here until they're ready to have things shipped. And then inventory for literal days. And on the other side of all these shelves is my equipment. So I do have lapidary equipment to be able to cut and polish stuff. Which down there we actually have some obsidian to polish this week. Not tonight, but we'll either go live tomorrow or Wednesday polishing obsidian. Unfortunately, I don't speak German. Some days I can barely even speak English. Alright, so we have... I can get Red Ladies packed up here first. Yeah, we've been doing the live sales for almost 3 years. Full time for about 2.5 years, give or take. And it's pretty honest work. Keeps me busy. What is a rock hound? Well, a rock hound is someone that goes out and looks for rocks. I do a little bit of everything. I do rock hounding, but I also do a lot of buying through like estate sales and rock shows. And then I do a lot of lapidary stuff, so I do cutting and polishing, and then I work on fossils sometimes. And then, of course, we do the live sales on the weekends. I am always... There's never nothing to do. Cam Patterson. The name doesn't sound familiar. I'll look it up here in a second. Actually, let me check it out. We got here. Cam Patterson. American comedian. I don't think I've seen his stuff before. So I'll have to check him out after the fact. No, rocks are very therapeutic. They're a good hobby. It's a good way to get out of the house and just kind of enjoy nature for a little while. Oh, hi there, Janet. Happy Monday. Just realized we're kind of out of frame, but that's okay. So I know some people might give me flack for this, but I have a TP roll holder. I use that for a lot of small stuff. It works rather well for wrapping. Yes, so these are rocks that people have purchased over the weekend. I go live here on YouTube every weekend. And so these are rocks that people have bought and claimed for. I have two. We have two different kinds of people in our lives. We have people that have closed boxes and people that have open boxes. These ones are closed boxes, so they're going to be sent out. And then behind me on a big old shelf, there's what we call open boxes, which is rocks people have paid for, but they're just sitting there. They're waiting to be shipped out. But those ones are also wrapped too, so they're ready to be sent out on a moment's notice. Hi, Janet. Actually got another one on there, just on the safe side. A valuable rock. Well, I mean, it depends what your your valuation of valuable is. I mean, technically, a lot of rocks are valuable in some form or another. Yeah, this one right here. I can't raise the light anymore, but this is a ball malachite on hematite. It's fairly decently priced. It's $250. That's a pretty cool piece. And Lily met an American 10 years ago, left me disturbed, still in recovery. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Lily. Hi there, Stefano. Yeah, so a lot of that ball malachite comes out of it comes pretty much out of copper mines. So whatever causes, I guess, the copper that's kind of like on the outskirts of the copper mines. So couldn't tell you. I'm not a geologist, though I should have went to school to be a geologist. Probably been more beneficial, but that's okay. Growing up, I actually wanted to be a geologist, a paleontologist, and an archaeologist. And then I discovered that all requires a lot of math. And me and math don't get along very well. I mean, I can do your basic stuff, but like the heavy math, the big stuff, I'm like, no, I'm good. It really is, Jim. Be cool to have like a time lapse, like in nature, seeing it form in in relative real time. There's I saw a guy on, I think it was YouTube. He grew his own crystals like at home, and it took months, but he grew this like nearly perfect crystal. It was really cool. I would love to try something like that, but I need to make sure to put it somewhere where like, it doesn't get dust or anything. Okay, so we have slabs in this box. We have to kind of rearrange this a little bit. Where to find the best rocks? Clown World, that one's really hard to answer because everyone has their own definition of best. Amazing rocks come from all over the world. I like to think that Brazil and Africa probably are the heaviest hitters as far as like some of the fairly neat stuff, but realistically, it comes from all over the world, and so it's kind of a loaded question. Thank you, Frog. You see my other one? I have another one. Ma'am, you're fine. Yeah.
Oh, grab my phone.
Did you want to come hang out, or?
I was gonna say if you needed help.
I can always need help.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Frog, check this out. I have another teepee holder. Let me get this out of the way really quick. Yeah, Madagascar's got some pretty cool stuff too. Got that cool. Well, good luck, Clown. thanks for popping in for a little bit. Feel free to come back if you get bored. There's some interesting things out there in the live world. So I have another one here. Because this one right here, this was a test. This was a test to see how well the 3M adhesive would hold on to just a, what would you call that? Like a flat, like matte surface. Held up fairly well. And I'm like, okay, that works great. And then I just took a big old piece of petrified wood, big old slab, and I made another one. Because my wife helps me. She helps me wrap stuff. So I need to have multiples of these. And so yeah. Nice, Jim. Yeah, isn't whamming really addictive? I gotta move the lamp a little bit here. That's gonna be bumpy. Hold on. We're gonna adjust our camera. We have to adjust a few things here. Yeah, him and hers TB holders. Mostly organic, except for the actual metal itself. Yeah, Jim, I am curious to kind of see how next year's trip's going to go. As far as what I'm going to do. Yeah, I can bring it into the car if necessary. I mean, you should always keep a roll of toilet paper in your car, no matter what. No matter what. Because anything can happen anywhere. So many goodies. Come on. I am working on getting a GoFundMe set up for the shed. I'm just working on the details for the story for it. Give it a good shake. Nothing's rattling. Good. Yeah, anything wet wipes. Yeah, Jim, I told Chris this too, but so I sent out a mass email out to everybody with the new information, as you know. For me, it feels really weird sending out mass emails. Because I almost, like, I think I've done it, I think, once before. Or a couple times because of a surprise that Doug did for Dave a while back. But it just feels weird to send mass emails. Jim, they probably have the best wet wipes because of how dirty everyone is there from all the digging. We're just going to do this the other way around. That is going to be 34 ounces. That one is for James' box, 34 ounces. And then James' box is ready to be shipped. Now we're on to Kelly Newman's box. Kelly Newman. Kelly's already wrapped up. All I gotta do is find a box for it. Eat. Kelly got a lot of, I think she got a lot of beads and bracelets. I like it when there things are already wrapped. Amy does a good job of getting them all ready for us. Saves a bunch of time.
Pay cat tax.
Yeah, I paid the cat tax earlier.
He's doing the reaches. It took me longer to get away.
He's like, oh no, you don't. Come back.
What am I doing?
I don't know where you left off.
Oh. I did all of these 2 shelves.
Yeah. I think who. Yeah, sorry. Hi there, Cohen. We are wrapping rock orders, so I can't pan too much around because my wife's in the shop now. She doesn't like being on camera. I'm the only one that can see her. I promise she's real, though.
I like to not say something every time you say that.
You're like, I'm not going to say anything.
I like to usually be quiet so people can think you're crazy.
Yeah, we're wrapping some rock orders. We do live sales every weekend. And Mondays is finishing, wrapping, and getting things packed for the next day. Did I put Kelly down for 10? Janice says hi.
Hey, Janet.
And okay, I did get that right. Sometimes I underguess how much something weighs, and then I end up kind of losing money on shipping. But I got it right this time.
Where's my supply?
Oh. I guess that would be very important. There's the TP. There's the paper. And then here's your tape. You're welcome, buddy. Well, hi there, Greg. Welcome in. We're actually here in Corvallis, Oregon. Hopefully your day's going well. I would also like to point out, like when I'm getting the people's box wrapped, I do a little shake test to make sure I don't hear anything moving around in there. When the boxes get a lot bigger, it gets a little more tricky doing the shake test. So, Greg, if since you're in Australia, do you do much rock hounding? Australia's got some pretty neat stuff as well. And this was 16 ounces. Oh, it's still chaos there. And that was 16 ounces and...
For the bracelet.
This is Kelly Newman. Oh, Greg, you definitely do have some nice opals. Jam was, oh, I thought it was just the palsy. Next person's box is going to be Linda's. So hopefully I got the box size right for that one. Yeah, Greg, I got a couple Australian opals. I have a fair amount of the white ones, the white with like the light blue, kind of light blue in there, and then I have one black opal. Yeah. Yeah, furs and rock construction oils left in that whole thing there. Alright, first things, let's do the slabs first. Slabs always kind of take precedence. Yeah, priority. Oh, hello, Linda. Linda was lurking. Unless you just popped in, Linda. And don't forget the snakes. Oh, it's the magpie swooping for your eyes. It's bad. Yeah, it's almost kind of scarier because, like, birds they'll chase you. At least spiders, like, not. I mean, they don't really chase you. I mean, if it looks like they're chasing you, they're not really chasing you. They're just looking for shade. And snakes, well.
Am I not on this one?
Wrap them individually for that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly right, Greg. It's all about the respect for the animals. Dang, Jim. Well, hi there, Steven. No 20 to like. Well, thank you, Steven. Yeah, I wasn't going to go live, but I figure, you know what? Whenever I seem to go live, I stay mostly on track. Stay off TikTok. Might as well be productive. Jim, I thought we had, like, I thought at least Wyoming had magpies. The crows with the white parts on them. Because that was the first time I've ever seen, like, that variety of bird. I was like, we don't have those. At least I'm assuming it's a magpie. I wonder why, like... I wonder why they're different. Weird, Jan. I wonder if it's mostly in the desert areas of the Northwest that we have them, because I have not seen one here in at least here in the Willamette Valley. I might play Minecraft again. Y'all hear that? I'm playing Minecraft again when I go to bed. You're welcome, Linda. And you know, Linda, if anything ever does break, just let me know. Oh, wait, I'm going to hide that comment. That's inappropriate. Oh my gosh, hold on.
Oh, my phone, sorry.
That's okay. Hold on. There we go. Boom. Hopefully I got the right person. I did. All right. Hi there, Karen. So we're wrapping rocks. My wife's actually next to me. She's helping wrap too.
Hello.
But we had a live sale this weekend, so we wrap like a bunch of different stuff. So we have like cabs, bracelets, beads, specimens, rough rock. We do live sales every weekend, so I'm gonna try to avoid. Actually, she has her hood up, so we're fine. Dementor. But we have like a bunch of stuff here in the shop. I won't get too much off a tangent, so I can stay on task. But we have a bunch of inventory here. I mean, it's all in boxes, and right now, well, actually, a lot of it's still in boxes. But got a lot of stuff, and then over here we have this week. At some point, I'll be going live. We have some obsidian to rework in those two trays, and I also got to finish polishing that one right there. So we have some rocks to work on this week. But we do a little bit of everything here on the channel. Started out with doing how-tos, and that just kind of transpired into doing live sales every weekend. And Greg says, "Hello, wife."
Hello.
My wife's name is Amy. She's very supportive in everything I do here.
I try.
And Jim's like, "I see 2 large flat rates."
Wow.
Yeah. And then there's also the, if you run out of those, and then there's the white containers up there too. And Steven says, "Hello, Amy." Stephen Pollock.
Hello.
Hey, Greg says, "I'm lucky my wife puts up with me." She's pretty supportive. I mean, I bring home lots of rocks, and there's been times where she helped me bring home lots of rocks, and I try to not do that again because it was a lot.
You don't have to if you sell enough.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. I don't think she knew how bad it was until after she married me.
Okay.
Joke's on her. I do the same, but with snakes. Nice, Greg. Actually, are you scared of snakes?
No.
Okay.
We had a snake.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, briefly. I did. Yeah, I did bring home a snake once. It was a ball python. I used to work in property management, and the story behind the python was the tenant that lived there did a midnight move out. They left everything behind, including a snake, and the power was cut off. So they just abandoned a snake in this apartment, where it was a duplex. Yeah, it was a duplex, but they abandoned a snake, and I was just absolutely like I was mad. I'm like, why would you do that to an animal? That's messed up. Wait. No. Pause. I forgot what I was doing. Okay. I have to pause really quick because I almost messed up. I was not paying attention. Alright. Here, actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to set this aside for a second. Put this back in the tray. And I might have to come back to this one because I think I messed up. I need my other phone. I'm ignoring that one. Alright, zoom out. And then this should be a fairly easy fix so I can find it. Okay, so it was wait a second. this one's over here. And then we need to double check to make sure what I wrapped already. To Earth to human, I guess. So that one, okay. And then there should be the mixed items from the auction. Okay. And now I have to rewind the live on my other phone here. How do I can't rewind it. Yes, I can. All right. So I hate the fact that I can't quite rewind fully. Okay, so the bracelet. Keep that separate. See, I mess up sometimes, but I caught this. I caught it. That's how we got off track. That's okay. I'm glad I caught it now, because I almost put the wrong things in the wrong box. So that one is, I think it was Marion's. So scroll on down. Marion got 2 of these strand of labradorites. Okay, so that's Marion's. Luckily I didn't get too far, so that was good. Still, not ideal. I can still say I've never tried Vegemite. So for anyone that has tried Vegemite, should I try it?
What is it comprised of?
Some
kind of spread, right?
Yeah, some kind of spread. If I had to, like, wildly guess, I'd have to say it's probably some kind of like vegetable mix and spices.
I had Googled it at one point, but I forget.
Oh, there's CH. Nah, we're wrapping orders, but I messed up, so I had to double check and get the right stuff in the right box because I almost messed up. Yeah, yeah. Greg says, yeah, don't use heaps.
Don't use heaps.
Yeah, don't use heaps.
A Vegemite.
Yeah. This was from last weekend, so that one is actually safe. That one goes back into Linda's box here. A little goes a long way with Vegemite.
Who is it that's from Australia?
Greg.
Greg.
Yeah.
We're a fan of the Irwins.
Put this one right here. And this one, that feels lumpy. This is almost embarrassing, but hey.
Harry Irwin is from Eugene.
We're gonna represent. And let's see here. This one is also Linda's. Well, thank you, CH. The wrapping station actually used to be inside the house, but I got tired of having to hoist the rocks up into the up over the step over here, wheel it inside the house, do the wrapping in there, have to wheel things back out. So it's a nice little station we got here. In fact, so if we actually unplug here, we have got my do not fragile stickers, thank you stickers, little stickers for the new peeps. Got my business cards. Those are gonna get tossed out and get new ones. We got paper down here, more paper. Then we have my padded mailers. Got more padded mailers, and then behind me, we got all the boxes. Yeah, I do polish stones whenever I have a chance, like back here. I got a couple cabbing machines, flat lap, and then back there, actually, I have a fossil prepping station, and then behind all the boxes over there, we have a couple more machines tucked way back here. They're hidden for now, and then there's a polishing wheel over there too. Someday soon, these shelves will not be in here. Probably here in, I'm hoping in the next couple months they're gone. And then I'll have more tables for more equipment. But yeah, we have specimens, finished goods, cabs for days. All those right there, those are all cabs. All cabs. Mostly in alphabetical order. Are the padded packages and boxes provided by the post office? So Steven, let's see here. I get the flat rates from the post office. Those are free. And I get these ones for free here, and that's for stuff that's over a pound or like a pound and over. That's for the padded USPS. But these ones right here, the white ones, I do have to pay for myself. And then for those boxes up there, I pay for myself. And then I am slowly transitioning into the Uline boxes for larger stuff because I can actually get more in there for roughly the same price, give or take. I do have a primary source a primary source vendor of gems and crystals. Yeah, for the most part, CH. My friend Josh, he runs Crystal Pacifica. He does most of his lives on TikTok. He's the one that actually approached me on doing shows, like selling stuff. And so he provides for most of the material that I have. Like it's a pretty significant amount. This actually feels like it belongs in there. And then we also have recently in the last several months, we've actually been having people in the community send stuff for consignment. And so long as it's priced when it shows up, and if it's not priced, then sometimes it just gets tossed into auctions. And usually the minimum bid for auction starts at like $1, and whatever goes for, it goes for. But yeah, I get my material from mostly my friend Josh, and with a mix of other friends in the community. Yeah, Steven, like if you're selling like small opals, like those, the white padded envelopes, you can actually get those on Amazon. Linda, I'm just double checking to make sure I got the right stuff in your box. I think everything else is correct. Do you silver jewelry and gemstone work? Not often. Like, for example, I have a necklace I need to redo that's mine. Because it's been 4 years since I made it, so the obsidian needs to be repolished. And I need to take it apart, refinish the stone. I'll go ahead and polish up the metal since I already have it taken apart, and then put everything back together again. And Linda, if anything looks weird in there, just let me know. You know I'll make it right. I think everything else should be correct. I think the only thing that was Marion's accidentally got in there was a couple of the bracelet and the strands. Do you have a honey spot for finding good rocks? Kind of. There is one spot out near Brownsville, which I do not show the location for the sole purpose that the gentleman that showed me the location, okay, that's from last week, we're good. He entrusted me with the location, even though it's not private property. It's also not BLM land. It's also not, I think actually it belongs to one of the timber services. But he told me like just not tell anyone, so I honor my word. But I don't sell anything from that spot because I haven't found anything that's giant or large. Well, hi there, Johnny. Have you been to Utah to source gems? Actually, CH, yes. Actually, I mean, I want to say gems, but I did get some fossils. I don't know if I have a fossil from Utah in front of me. I'll grab one though. I went to Wyoming. Actually, I went to Idaho, Wyoming, and Utah at the beginning part of September this year, and I got a bunch of fish fossils and trilobites. My daughter calls them trilobites. But let me grab one. I'm like, help me keep on track.
Yeah.
Get distracted. So here we have one of the trilobites from Utah. So that is one that I collected and that I prepped. I just use a Aero Blaster by, I think it's the company's name, Crystal Mark. And so I prepped that one. And then Where is you okay? And at the fish quarries in Wyoming, I have a fossil crayfish, and then I have a shrimp also as well, right here. That sure is dusty.
The white trays up here.
Yeah. But then we have a fossilized shrimp, and these came from the same quarries within feet of each other, and that came from the American Fossil Quarry there in Kemmerer, Wyoming. So yeah, I went to I was kind of everywhere, and I had fun doing it. Jim, you need to do it.
Do you need a bubble wrap these?
No, just use DB. Just make sure it's nice and thickish. And Johnny's in Canada. Nice. Yeah, Greg, I'd love to find one too. I mean, I bought a Meg tooth, but I would also like to find one as well because here, I'm going to zoom in just there, right there. Meg teeth are so cool. I do have one really big one in my collection that I'm really happy about. I got lucky. But it's actually on my list to make it to what's it, Carolinas, north or south. I think they both have ways to get Meg teeth. But I would love to go on those charters where you go get the dye for your own Meg teeth. And then everything else should be good. Okay. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Almost messed up pretty bad. I would have, if anything, I would have just taken that one off camera and just like sorted it out tomorrow. Because that would have taken a while. It's okay. Everything else should be good. Because yeah. Marion didn't get any auction stuff. So we're good. Yeah, Jim. I didn't realize how. So like, I don't do a lot of driving as far as like a lot of traveling, and I didn't realize how big the roadways were around Salt Lake City. I was not a fan. I was white knuckling it to get out of there. I was not a fan. But yeah, Jim, I don't blame you. I think next year I'll probably do the same thing. I want to go to U-Dig first and do I'll also do Garnet Hill. And then also regarding Garnet Hill, because I was gonna go there, but I said I really wanted to get home. But next year I would like to do Garnet Hill and do a little PSA about it, because apparently there's some channels out there, or actually I don't think it's a channel. They are content people, but they've been collecting and stuff off BLM land, and they're not supposed to be selling it. It's a no-no. Like, they don't really do it for, like, they don't do the content for the rock, they do it for the money. That's not okay. Like, I want to go to Garnet Hill and do a video just to show how, to experience it and then show it. Okay, we're good. And then just keep the garnets for myself and then do some giveaways for the garnets I collect. Go to Newark River, you can find mammoth tusks, mandibles, and teeth from the Smithsonian, dumping them there. Oh, dang. It's like, oh, hey, we don't need these anymore. We'll just eat them into the river. What can go wrong? Doug. Yeah, Doug. Doug saw you saw the pile in person. There's a few things I want to take out of the pile, though, but I do want to open the pile to the public. Wants to take a few things out that I don't want to sell. It's funny because every time someone comes to the pile, sees it, everyone picks up the one piece of petrified wood that I don't want to sell. Every time. So I gotta move that piece. Yeah, I've watched a lot of Dan Hertz videos too. Where's my pen? Have you seen my permanent marker? Oh, how about it? It kind of sucks. It used to be like with these flat rate envelopes, you never used to have to weigh them. And when I got back from my big trip, ShipStation changed it, so now you have to weigh everything. Kind of sucks, but hey, whatever. All right, so that was Linda's box. That weighs 37 ounces. And up next is Love Faith. Who you stopping with a truck? Oh, nice, Steven. Jim, are you telling me or Doug to for next June? I gotta figure out how to keep my van clean if I'm taking my van. All right, now actually no, we can't do Marion's box yet because I'm trying to go in order. So Love is next. Love Faith. And there's going to be this box. Should it fit in this box? Yeah, it'll fit this box. Doug, gotta be patient. Wait till River goes to college. Price will be good then. Yeah, Steven, they really should. Kind of wish I had the same kind of energy that Polly and Dan have. Like, Dan is always like very upbeat. For the most part, pretty positive. Except for like the videos where he talked about like kind of slowing down his content, which I do understand like his reasoning for that. But yeah, some of the content creators out there, they're really bubbly and outgoing. Kind of wish I had that kind of energy. I was at one of the quarries, and I think the quarry owner, he doesn't really fully know me. Like I found something and he's like, you don't sound super excited. I'm like, I am excited. It's just I don't show my excitement the same way as others do. You know, Jana, I think it'd be kind of cool just to go up to Canada. Well, Dean's got a lot of subscribers too. I'm sure he's doing okay with his ad revenue and stuff. I forgot he has like what, 2 million, almost 2 million? No, oh, I'll have to check. It's a lot of followers. This one goes to Love. Make sure I don't. That's empty. That's empty. Okay. Empty bag. Empty box. That feels to be about 15 ounces. No, I was off. 18 and a half. I used to play this game. We used to shop at Winco all the time. And for those that don't know, Winco is pretty much like we can buy like food in bulk. Like you just get the food out of the like big trays and like into plastic bags. And then my favorite game was weighing or guessing the weights of the food. And for the most of the time, I was actually pretty good at it. Yeah, Yeah, that too, Doug. Yeah, because that's right. Dan had a heart attack. Yeah, I bought a couple of chunks of the Ocean Picture Stone. Little spendy stuff. And I just haven't had time to really work on it, though it is outside in one of my project bins. Eventually I'll get around to working on it. No, messed up. We actually had Dan Hurd on the... So for those that don't know, my friends and I, we had a Rockhound podcast on here on YouTube. There hasn't been a video posted for like a year, I think, at this point. But at one point, we did actually have Dan Hurd on the podcast. And this is love. And with envelope, it's probably like 20 ounces. So place your bets. It was 18 and a half. I'm gonna say 20. 20 ounces. 19.6. Close enough. So we got 20 ounces. Up next, Lurker Troy. Yeah, Steven. Yeah, it's pricey, but I will say nothing is as pricey as black opals. Black opals are probably the most expensive stone I've ever seen on the market. I mean, fire obsidian's expensive, but like opal, that's its own. I feel like black opal's kind of its own market. Its own market. Though I still prefer fire obsidian. At least fire obsidian isn't crack or crazy. You don't have to have special wearing instructions for it. Though it is glass, so it is still prone to chipping and scratching. It can be very beautiful stuff. Oh shoot, I forgot to put something in the choice box. Dang it. Oh, perfect. I was gonna ask for a box cutter, but there's already one over here. Troy's a new customer. Oh my goodness. Is the bell close to you?
Yeah.
Can you give it a good few rings?
Wait, I don't know where it is. Oh, it's right here.
A few more, please. Yeah.
For what?
Linda is super chatted. $20.
Yes.
Thank you, Linda. Much appreciated. I'm trying to find my phone here so I can actually leave a reply on there. That was really nice of you, Linda. Thank you so much.
I can't see it. Linda?
Yeah, Linda Rock. She's like, thank you and Amy for your care and attention to detail. You two are the best.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry. Oh, it won't let me. It won't. It can't reply on my phone. That's weird. I can reply on the tablet though. Hold on. Oh, hi there, Erica. There we go. I can reply this way. There we go. Thank you again, Linda. So yeah, Lurker Troy here, new customer. So Since Troy's new, he gets a little gnome in his box. I'm running low on gnomes. I'm going to get some more. I should get some Christmas ones. I think there's Christmas ones. There we go. So Erica, tell us, do you like rocks? Everything rock related? Not the music. Gems, crystals, agates, jaspers, specimens. All the shiny things. Yeah, Steven, I don't know where I got the idea from, but I'm like, man, you'd be really kind of fun, like little gnomes. And then I actually found like some decorative, I don't want to say decorative, but I found like a couple bags of these gnomes on Amazon. I'm like, you know what, that'd be kind of fun adding people's boxes. Oh, nice, Erica. Well, then you're in the right community here. My name's Kyle. My wife is to the left of me. She's helping wrap boxes.
Hi.
And I have been a lifelong rock hound. I've been doing lapidary for over a decade at this point. And then I've been doing weekly live sales here on YouTube on Saturdays and Sundays for almost 3 years. Oh, hi there, Seed of Abraham. Yeah, gold and silver are nice rocks. I do have a couple of pieces of gold in my rock room. Not big pieces, they're little pieces. And I thought I had some native silver laying around. I gotta find it. That was Troy. I'm gonna say that probably weighs like 6 ounces. No, I was way off. That was 4 ounces. So that one's 4 ounces. Then up next, we got Melinda's box. But before I do that, I won't do the whole shop, but I'll at least do a little pan here. But this is the shop we're in right now. So we got a lot of stuff floating around here. And then on the inside of the shop here, like this is the shopper requirement because everything's moving. But I got equipment back here. It's all kind of like tucked in back there. Later on this week, either between tomorrow, Wednesday, or Thursday, somewhere in there, we have some obsidian to get refinished for Ghost of Gaia and Jeff. There's a couple obsidian cabs in there. Fire obsidian, by the way. And then we have rainbow obsidian there sitting in the tray to get finished up. And then, yeah, and then go from there. But as of today, we're trying to get things ready for getting things shipped out tomorrow. So we go live Saturdays and Sundays. And then we start. Actually, I should say Amy starts wrapping on Sundays. And then I do all the packing on Mondays. Shopper requirement, not the Harry Potter. It is not the Harry Potter. Like, no joke, like I am constantly moving these shelves around. It's like a mix between the room of requirement and the always moving staircases. And then for those that are new here, I say things are going to be changing here soon because I am getting a new shed. It's going to be a new shop. So like if we zoom out here, we are actually, let's actually zoom right here. So we're currently in this part of the house right here. We're in the garage. But if we come over here, we're going to have a new shop right here. And that's going to be the new wrapping area, the new live area, and then all the display for all the rocks. And then the shop in here will go back to just lapidary, grinders, saws, polishers, fossil stuff. And hopefully things don't get as dusty as they do get now. Melinda. Oh, cool. Melinda's already out. Thanks, buddy. Moving on up. Yep, and then our friend Marion, she had reached out at one point via email, and she's like, "Hey, like you should start like a Kickstarter for the shed." And so I kind of put it off as far as like looking into it because I don't like asking for help. I'm really bad about it. Ask Amy. I'm really bad at it. She's nodding her head. But I figured if people want to help, I would look into it. And I looked into Kickstarter, and the only thing I didn't like about Kickstarter is like if you don't. Oh, Melinda hasn't bought anything for a while. She gets a no. One of the things I didn't like about Kickstarter is if you don't reach your goal within an X amount of time, then the project or the Kickstarter thing, it cancels itself out, and all the people that were pitching in for like the Kickstarter project, they get refunded. And I feel like that would be like, I feel like a failure at that point if that happened. So I just figured I would go ahead and just do like a GoFundMe for it. So I'm working on that right now.
I'll contribute.
I volunteer as tribute. Yeah, come a long ways in like the last 10 years because the last space we used to live at was really tiny. I think our apartment wasn't even like 500 square feet. It was super small. Okay, I messed up on that tape. Yeah, Steven, so what I did, like, I use Google. I didn't bother I used Google, and I determined, hey, what's the difference between what's the difference between Kickstarter and GoFundMe? And that was like the biggest thing, where like you had like so many days to achieve that goal. Otherwise, like it goes back to everyone that was like funding for like that potential project. And I'm like, man, that's gonna be rough. I mean, I know some people make the goal just fine if like they're working on like some kind of like invention or product, like beauty product. Like, hey, like I want to do makeup. I need help getting that kick, off the ground. Because beauty is a big thing still, I think. Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll have good night, Jim. Jim, I will text you when I decide to figure out when I'm going to go live for doing the unboxing of those 2 giant boxes. I'll give you enough time heads up. But have a good night. The night's still young for me. I'm not going to go to bed till probably 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to play Minecraft like an adult in my underpants. Oh, there's Kiersey. Well, how there? I'm not going to read Mike's full name on the chat there, but Mike, I am actually ticklish. Amy tries to help me massage my legs, and she can never massage the back of my calves or the back of my thighs because I get all giggly like a little girl. Oh, nice, Erica. Okay, that is 7 ounces. Yeah, 7 ounces for Melinda. Mike, are you a troll? Are you gonna rickroll us? Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, I can't say Mike's last name on there. Ricky Anderson.
Yeah, more paper towels, please.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's the... What is it doing? No, I'm not going to do that, Mike. It's putting lotion on the skin, I guess. Alright, so Ricky got a lot of like really cool bracelets and stuff. Ricky. And we're going to do that. Mike, I am 111 years old. I just look really good for my age. Old enough. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mike is definitely a troller. Well, Mike, I'm as thin as a rail. I stand about 3'7". I'm 111 years old, and I eat a pound of bacon every morning. But yet, I only weigh about 70 pounds. A great wizard of rocks. I like you're on standby. You're like, Steven. Yeah, Erica, we got a lot of cool bracelets. They're fairly affordable. I mean, we have some ones that are a little on the spendier side, but we do have some really cool bracelets. We did so many bead strands of bracelets this weekend. We kind of neglected those for a long time. And by we, I mean me. Because I tend to show a lot of like specimens and stuff. I'm trying to be better about like diversing everything. But I am working on trying to get a lot of the beads and stuff, beads bracelets, onto the website for a list. That way people can just email me what they want from what I have on hand. It won't be like your typical e-commerce store because a lot of our friends typically buy every week, and I just want to try to make sure the shipping stays within the affordable range. So I'll have a list of the beads on the website eventually with pictures, and then people can just email me. Well, thank you, Jenny Fluid Frog. Yeah, we have this one, and there's one underneath of it too that's also a world map. But I do like this one, and my wife likes it too. It's very Pacific Northwesty. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my website is worldofrockhounds.net because .com was taken. There's someone that had a place marker on the website. Probably think that I would pay them money to have it, but so it's worldofrockhounds.net. Has my story on there as far as like how I got started into like, the rock stuff, and I don't have anything really for sale on the website yet, but it does have the form to fill out to participate for the weekend live sales. There's no sign up fees or deposits. But yeah, Erica, once I get those on the website, I'll have the instructions on there to be like, hey, if you want anything, just let me know like what you want and then send me an email. I'm gonna try to have assigned codes for each of the strands because there's gonna be different sizes. And now we can be like, hey, can I have this and this and this if you still have it? And I can be like, yeah, I'll get those pulled. Because I will, to give you an idea like how many strands I have, I'm gonna, just so I don't lose track of what I'm doing. That is Ricky's. So if we come over here, just give you an idea like how many strands we have. Big old strand, a lot of different beads here. That's some of them. And then if we come over here, there's more beads and stuff. So we zoom in. You got beads, chip strands, and then we have more beads. I'm gonna get more beads here. This next week. My main supplier, Josh, he got some more. I think 3mm and faceted beads in. And we have bracelets, and then down here are the sparklies. So we did those this weekend. In fact, Erica, you can always go to the live is still up. If you go to my channel and click on lives, we did this Saturday morning, and that live is still available. So you're free to go through there, cycle through there. It took a couple hours to get through all those, just a fair warning, but they're mostly in order except for the ones down there we started with first, like the first I think 3 strands, and then the rest of them we did in order that way. But they're all there. They do take a while to pull because they're not individually tied off. So I had to go through there, had to pull them individually and put them in little plastic bags so they don't the beads don't get lost. And how they're Beck? Yeah, we do actually have Aqua. I was gonna show some this weekend, and I just ran out of time. All right, so this is Ricky's. That one is less than a pound. And after this, we have 2 more boxes to get wrapped up for tomorrow. Yeah, good to see the goodies. Well, and the other thing is, too, Steven, I tried to do like the wrappings like every single week, but it's hard to kind of like go live because a lot of times when I'm like wrapping people's orders, I have music blaring, and sometimes it's not quite appropriate for the most of the audiences. Ask Amy what my zone in music was today.
Yeah, screamo, heavy metal, something.
With Static X. R.I.P. Wayne Static. But it is nice to be able to do these wraps in like live, because that way whoever ordered something can watch their stuff get wrapped, so they can kind of know how to expect their package like before it shows up. But unfortunately, I can't always do that. I'm gonna say that is 6 ounces. 10.4. I was off again. Got to round up though. It's a little too close to 0.5, so we're gonna do 11 ounces. That one is Ricky's. 2 more boxes to go. Let's see here. We have Melissa, and Melissa had another box down here somewhere. Steven, so there actually have been times where I did go live doing something and I had earbuds in my, like, I had them in my ears. The only downside is, like, I feel like I'm having to talk louder, or it feels weird talking to you guys when I have something going on in my ear. And I don't focus all that great. Like the other day, I was trying to do my live sale while listening to someone else's live sale in the background, like in my ear, and it didn't work out that way. Great. Actually, no, it wasn't live sale. I was trying to see it was a live, I think it was a live auction. I was trying to buy some more stuff from Africa. And there's Soul. Hi there, Soul. How'd your Monday go so far? Reorganize that later. All right, this is Melissa's box, and this can fit in the regular box here. Nice, Soul. That's all that matters. Soul says, I survived and no one cried today. You know what's really funny? Is I keep forgetting that there's that entire bottle of vodka in the back of the fridge.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget it's there. That's been in, like, what, for a year?
I don't know. Could make a lemon drop. That sounds good.
It's peppermint flavored.
Oh, never mind.
It could be a peppermint lemon drop. I only cry in the shower. Play it off as you got soap in your eye. That's a very smart move there, Steven. Don't let them know you cry. Keep them guessing. We don't drink often. We're adults, but we don't drink often. I feel like it was it could have even been a year before last, but I had bought a bottle of Smirnoff vodka and it was peppermint flavored, but the bottle was scratch and sniff. And really, the only reason I bought the bottle is because it smelled like peppermint. I'm like, this is actually kind of fun, and so I got that, and it just sits in the fridge unopened in the very back. I wonder if it's still scratch and sniff. This should be. That is, I'm gonna say 11 ounces. Steven. Yeah, Steven, actually, shake. Oh, there is a little wiggle in there. Yeah, we don't smoke. This is a smoke-free household. Okay, that's better. I'm going to buy more tape here soon. So, one of the reasons why I use these stickers, I don't know if anyone else that has gotten their box knows this or not, but these stickers acts as a couple of things. One, it just looks nice. It's a nice thank you sticker, but also this sticker, if you have these in your boxes, should be intact no matter what. If that sticker has ever been tampered with, or if you see like another sticker underneath there, it's probably because I had to like retape it for like just now. I had to go back in there, but this sticker should be intact. No, whatever shall I do? No, I have never smoked a day in my life. I'm just naturally full of energy. I'm naturally weird. I had a lot of kids in school though that thought I was like on some kind of shrooms or drugs or whatever. So I guess I was that weird. I'm like, nope, that's just me. I'm the weird one. Naturally weird. I'm organically weird. Nope, I watched my my mom smoke for many years. She can never kick the habit. She tried many times. And plus, I just don't like the smell. Plus, my body doesn't like the smell either. This is Melissa's box. And I was going to guess that's probably 10, 11 ounces. Please be right. 14 ounces. Okay, that was Melissa. 14 ounces. And now we can do Marion's box. Dang, so that's a good reason, though. Well, hi there, Dead Wave. Alright, now we got Marion's. And just to make sure, I'm gonna go back. You're gonna zoom in. Okay, I'm almost done. Play Minecraft. And the Firelight Cab, Garnet Strands, Picture Jasper, and the Faceted Bumblebee. Okay, we should be good. Yeah, so, oops. Yeah, Dead Wave, I still have a few emails to get through, but I did see your email come through. I'll be getting caught up on emails tomorrow morning. Today's a pretty busy day. This is Marion's box, mostly wrapped. We can get all this into small box. Yeah, Dead Wave, it came through. I'm pretty sure I'm also allergic to the cigarette smoke. It causes my my allergies to act up pretty badly. Nose gets all stuffy, you know. It's not ideal. As though my 2 dogs died, they were both Rottweilers. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Erica. I just realized I think Amy may have ripped Tina's box already. I was gonna get a picture of that crystal before she did. That's fine, I can unwrap it later. Sometimes I will double wrap things, just kind of helps save on time. If it's not too fragile, just make it a little thicker. Because I'm telling you, wrapping calves, there's been a handful of times where I've had someone buy, I don't even know how many calves it was, but it was a pretty good sized parcel of calves. I mean, like 50, 60 calves. And these particular calves, they've already gone through like a vibratory tumble for like their polish, so it wasn't gonna hurt them much. Pretty affordable calves. And I'm like, hey, would you care if I would wrap these, like, or just put them on a plastic bag since they'll be fine? And I'm so thankful. He was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, oh, thank God, because it was so many. Yeah, our cat, trying to think here. Our cat, we think he was born the year we were married, so 2013. He is like the first pet that I've had as an adult. And I am not looking for the day that, you know, it's going to happen. Animals don't live usually as long as we do. They have a fairly shorter life, unfortunately. Except for birds, for whatever reason, they can live like to be like 70. But it sucks. Like, I'm not looking forward to that day. I know it's going to happen. Probably, who knows, the next, if I had to guess, 5 to 10 years max. He's my buddy. I'm gonna post a video later. I'll show you here. Yeah, Steven. Yeah, no, those are facts. And that's my buddy. He likes the pats. He was having all of it today. I was gonna post a video because he was being adorable. He's my buddy. His name's Tucker. I'm gonna edit that video because it's really. He loves the pats, like he likes the hard pats. To the point where if you try to leave when you're giving him those pats, he's like, "No, you're not done yet, boy. You get back here and you give me those pats. You gotta pay that cat tax." Yeah, he's my buddy. We got him at I think, was it PetSmart? I think we got him at. And well, hi there, first name. We can't see your comment because it's inappropriate. But yeah, we adopted him. He was sitting pretty at the cat store. I'm like, I want that cat. So I gave my friend a call. I'm like, hey, can we have this cat? And he's like, yeah, so long as the cat doesn't pee where he isn't supposed to be peeing, doesn't scratch furniture, I don't see why not. So we went on a limb. We adopted the cat, and his name at the pet store is Brooks. He doesn't look like a Brooks though. So we renamed him. We called him Tucker, And he has been in our life since I forgot what year we got him. But he's been in our life for quite some time. He's a good cat. And when we first moved in here, his litter box used to be in the rock room in the closet. And before we had our daughter, I'm like, I don't want like the house to smell like litter at all, and also I don't want litter over the floor because babies crawl on the floor. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna build him a catio so he can do his thing outside. And the way that I designed it, he goes to the kitchen window, goes to his catio, goes all the way down, uses his litter box, comes back up. There's different rows of carpet, so whenever he comes out of his bathroom, basically, his feet are all wiped off before he comes back inside the house. And thusly, the house does not smell like cat litter or like cat pee or anything. And then plus, he also gets to sit outside too. He gets to enjoy some nice sunshines when we have good weather. Unfortunately, we're in Oregon, and we are very fastly approaching the winter season. And what's going to happen is I have magnets and a shower curtain to hang over his catio, so that way it doesn't get wet. Because it is a particle board that's kind of underneath the carpet. And plus, I don't want his cat litter to get all wet either, so. But it works out. Here's our buddy. Told Amy when he does pass away, we will not get another cat. It's hard to replace him. We could have adopted another kitten not that long ago, but then we have to start the whole thing all over again. So I'm not going to. That was 10 ounces, and that was the last thing to wrap up. Where's my sheets? Come on, shop whiteboard. Let me go to open close box, and then Marianne, that one was 10 ounces. And I believe, okay, it's froze on me. Okay, there we go. I believe that was everybody that had a closed box all wrapped up. I do have to send BeadPie a invoice for the shipping cost. It says BeadPie is in the UK, and I have to international orders take a little bit more care to kind of figure out the shipping costs, because you have to count everything, and then and the weights. It's a lot of work, but I still do it. Okay, so if we zoom out here, we got everything all wrapped up with how to get wrapped up. Amy already went inside. And all the other boxes all wrapped up. All I can do, except for I gotta wrap up Rick's, Chrissy's, Kelly's, Kiersey, and hers. Everyone else is already wrapped and ready for shipping tomorrow for those that are paid. And then get all the other open boxes into the respective boxes so they're out of the way. And then the shelf will be ready for tomorrow. And then down here, we have 2 boxes to get unboxed. Maybe tomorrow. Jim sent those. And yeah, I'll clean up this tomorrow. Get that turned off. It's my favorite coffee cup. My grandma got me this. So, let's see here, your box. So yeah, we still have to wrap your stuff to go into your box is down there. So everything's already wrapped. I'm not sure how much room's in there, so let's see really quick. It does feel a little dense. So yeah, so I can get those last things. Where you want to close your box? Because we should be able to get the last things to fit in there, and I can have it ready by tomorrow morning. Let me know. Just don't rush. Just let me know. I will tentatively put that right here. Absolutely. So I'll go ahead and get the shipping costs added on there. And I'll just put this over here. Actually, let's wrap it really quick. Have it ready, so I don't have to worry about it in the morning. And get a Cane Corso and a Rottweiler. Nice. Happy birthday, Soul. Whoop whoop, happy birthday. That was a gift from Rick, so let's not lose that sticker. Keep that in there. It is nice having so there's days where I don't finish packing people's stuff until actually on Tuesday, but they still go out before 3 o'clock usually. Because pickup is 3 o'clock at the satellite station I go to for post office. I am actually going to put a little bit extra on that calcite right there. My goal is to try to have things done ready by Tuesday at the very latest. Unless it's like a big sale weekend, then usually Wednesdays. Yes, usually things are ready to go as early as Tuesday. He really did there, Soul. I know there's people that are out there like faster as far as getting the invoices out and faster at getting things shipped out. But I feel like that we have things down to we have things down fairly well as far as like timeline goes. And I'm just gonna do this here. I'm just gonna take everything out and just kind of shift these here. And then, so I'll get that invoice updated if you haven't paid it yet here in a couple minutes. Still a little wiggle in there. Can't have wiggles. Alright, sounds good. So I can send a new one. Still only takes a second. A little bit of more paper in there. That should do it. That's better. I am very grateful to everyone that does pay their invoices like before Thursday, because that means we have stuff going out well before Wednesday. um, it's kind of I don't want to say it's a taboo thing, but the way I do things, it's way different than any of the other live sellers. Because typically, I'll use my friend Josh as an example, because he sells on TikTok. What he does is they do not wrap people's boxes until they've been paid for, which is really the smart way to go about things, just in case, because of the time it takes to wrap stuff. But here's the thing. I don't want to sit around and wait for boxes to be paid for and then wrap things. I don't want to be sitting here at random times wrapping stuff. I want to get all the wrapping done, out of the way. Don't want to think about it. Like, I want to be able to, oh, cool, this is paid for. Let me go slap a sticker on it and get to the post office. Because the post office is literally only a few blocks away. Like, I want to have things done and ready to go. And even his other people that sell for him, I think, do the same thing. Like, they wait to wrap people's boxes. But I think the difference between myself and them is, well, there's a lot of differences, but I do things a little differently. Probably not the best way to do it, but it works for me. And it works for you, too, because that just means things are ready to go as soon as possible. Edge is touching the ground. There we go. 46.4. 47. Over here. So, and it's going to be $10 for shipping. And then that one was 47 ounces. Nailed it. Well, and here the biggest downside that for me doing that, which it's happened recently, though I got smart about it this time. It kind of goes without saying, but usually, if things are wrapped up and people don't pay their invoices, then I have to unwrap everything and have to kind of show everyone the stuff for sale again, of stuff that wasn't paid for. And it's never a good feeling to have someone not pay for their invoice. But again, it rarely happens here. I can count on one hand, half a hand, really, of people that didn't pay their invoices. But I will say there's one person, I don't think we wrapped their stuff yet. I don't think we did. I don't see their box. Oh. Yeah, Amy beat me to it. It is wrapped up, but it's not in the box yet. So I don't think they're going to pay their invoice, unfortunately. Yeah, it happens. Gotta roll with it. Yeah, try to streamline things a little bit better here. I'm going to go inside. What time is it? 11:33. I'm going to go inside, brush my teeth, and I'm going to lay in bed, play Minecraft till like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then go to bed and sleep until like 8. So thank you for hanging out with me while we wrapped people's boxes here. And these will go in the mail tomorrow morning. That's that easy. Boxes are wrapped, ready to go. Don't have to sit around all week. Last week, boxes were pretty much out the door. I think all but 2. I think most of them went out on Tuesday, and there was 2 left on Wednesday. And the rest of the week, they're all out. Helps. So I gotta pick the winner for the giveaway too. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm lazy. I haven't got around to it. All right. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me this weekend and tonight, for getting things wrapped up. And sorry, look at the cameras. What other funny news? I am from Oregon. Good old Pacific Northwest. I'm gonna go to bed. Well, I'm gonna go lay in bed. I'm gonna play Minecraft. So, hi there, Houston. But I'm gonna go. So everyone have a wonderful evening. I'll probably go live tomorrow at some point. So keep an eye out for my channel. It's either gonna be one or two things. It might actually be two different things. At some point during the day, we'll do an unboxing of stuff that Jim sent, and then probably in the evening, maybe for like an hour or so, we might do some lapidary. So we'll probably have two different lives. Hi there, I'm Zen. Cut the tail end of it, but I'm gonna be leaving. So yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out with me, keeping me on task. Oh, absolutely, I'm Zen. So thank you for letting me know, because otherwise your box would have gone out tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna do this. I'm Zen. I'm gonna write on your box that you've already paid $6 worth of shipping. So if it happens to go past that $6 amount, then I'll just charge the difference. But paid shipping. Open box. Thank you, I am Zen. Caught me just in time, because this would have went out tomorrow morning if you had not caught me. Because sometimes I can be quick for getting these boxes out. So thank you for letting me know that. So I'm actually gonna slap this on the open box shelf right there. Good timing, I'm Zen. Good timing. There we go. Well, again, I'm really bad at goodbyes, but I will see you all tomorrow. So keep an eye out for my live from my channel for lives. We will probably go live at least twice tomorrow, 2 different times, unboxing and then do some lapidary stuff. And then I don't know what I'm doing Wednesday yet. We're gonna play it by ear. So yeah, I will see you all later. Here comes the finger. Here comes the boop. Bye, everybody. Good night, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're at in the world. So, boop. Bye, everybody.